Hey, everybody. Welcome to this special edition of from the Coaching from the Couch series, the Washington Commanders Update. I am your host, Candi CWall Waller, here to bring you the Bowie TV Washington Commanders Rookie Camp Day 1 recap. You all ready to get into it? Let's go ahead and get started. You all listen, this is not my first rookie camp on site. Seriously, this is not my first rodeo, okay? Last year, I remembered thinking to myself, the energy here is different. It's really different. The vibe, just everything. But then I soon realized that that energy was only coming from one person. So imagine day one of rookie camp, and the energy goes something like this. While last year's energy was there, it was only from one person. So, as you can see and hear, the energy was from everybody in there. Now, it's just day one. And on the show, I like to play a game called What's Your One Word? And so, my one word to describe day one of Washington Commanders rookie camp, I'm going to go ahead and give it a, it was pretty lit. It really was. The speed, the music, the noise. I mean, hey, you all, we had a football practice in Ashburn, Virginia. Couldn't ask for much more than that. So, overall, my biggest takeaway is the energy. But here are some of the other observations I had on day one. Now, I know you all think I'm going to start in a certain place and with a certain rookie quarterback, but I'm not going to start there. I'm going to start with offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Now, this is my first time seeing Coach Kingsbury. I always get his name a little tongue-tied. Coach Kingsbury in action. And let me tell you, he brought his own very intense level of energy as well. Seeing him in action, engage with each one of his players, that was pretty cool to see. In that same kind of just overall theme, head coach Dan Quinn, that's my second observation. I didn't even know Coach Quinn was out there. I thought he was one of the players. I mean, he was lining up at the scrimmage line. He was right there with his guys the entire practice. Again, bringing that level of energy and intensity. It was very, very cool to see. Here's another observation. I shared on my page that rookies Johnny Newton and Javante Jean Baptiste did not practice today. Now, I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about, but my observation here is you could really tell that Johnny wanted to be out there with his teammates so bad. You can tell he's ready to get all over it and just get to it, to the football, out there with his new teammates. I'll be glad to see both of them out there very soon because they were definitely given the I wish I was playing mode for real. Another observation, rookie offensive lineman Brendan Coleman. Now that's a big guy. That is a big guy. 6'6, 320 pounds. I'm really going to be watching and seeing his growth and development over time. I really want to see, especially if things work out with offensive lineman Mason Brooks. Mason Brooks was a hot name last training camp and all last summer. So it will be interesting to see these two guys working together and hopefully both of them working together, right? Growing and developing. Just seeing them on day one already made me feel a lot better about their protection for Jaden Daniels. As always, it's Camp You All, so it has to be a dark horse emerging somewhere. And for me, on day one, and probably for many others as well, that dark horse who emerged, undrafted free agent wide receiver Marcus Rosemy Jackson. Hope I said it right. I have to ask because I always like to ask people to make sure they pronunciate their name for me first. You've probably seen it by now. Amazing one-handed catch, already generating a lot of buzz, already seeing it go viral. Definitely keep your eyes peeled to that name there for sure. All right, Commanders fans, now this is probably the moment you've all been waiting for. Now I'm about to talk about your quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Great first day of rookie camp. Great first day for everybody. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that. But what I continue to be very impressed about with Jaden is just his approach to press conferences and how he answers questions, already showing leadership characteristics like transparency, honesty, vulnerability. I mean, he's not coming up with boilerplate answers and he's not coming up with the popular answer at all. And just his overall advocacy and knowledge and sharing of his relationship with Doug Williams, and specifically noting Doug Williams' impact and what he's done for Black quarterbacks overall. Definitely enjoyed his presser today. Of course, the hot topic is Tress Way giving his number 5 jersey to Jaden Daniels. Check out Jaden talking about that moment.
Tress, allow me to wear his jersey. Obviously, what it means to him, what it means to me. He's a legend here, so I'm very appreciative he allowed me to wear his jersey.
How did that go down?
Just conversation, man. Obviously, it was very hard for him. Sentimental value to him and me. So, just had a conversation. We talked, and we came up with an agreement, and now I'm able to wear it.
Are you able to share the terms of the deal?
Nah, I can't share the terms of the deal, man. That's between me and him. But I'm blessed to be able to wear it.
Next up on my observation list, wide receiver Luke McCaffrey had some thoughts to share about what he's already learned in day one of rookie camp and building the relationship with quarterback Jaden Daniels. Take a listen to what he saad.
As former QB, what's it like with Jaden catching passes?
He's a stud. I mean, he's a stud. It was so fun. I was lucky enough to get with him a little bit, leading up to this, just being in the same town as he was and being able to do that, get some reps, and then be able to translate that into some competition here in 7-on and then clean up routes versus air, clean up all that stuff was so much fun, and hopefully we can continue to build a relationship and get better and compete. Oh, he's a stud. I don't think comparisons ever do justice to anyone, whether that's who you're comparing to or whether that's the person that you're comparing. And so I don't know who I'd compare, but I know that he's one heck of a quarterback, and he's a lot of fun to play with from a personality standpoint. And so I've had a blast in just 24 hours being in D.C. with him. I'm so thankful for this receiver room, too. It's been a blast to be a part of this. Some of the vets out here, we have Kaz and Bryson who are kind of showing all us rookies the way. And so just so thankful for those guys, and then so thankful for, the other guys that are kind of in this class with me. So it's been a lot of fun.
Now, you all are going to keep hearing me talk about this new hashtag, Raise Hell. I need to find out who is responsible for that Raise Hell hashtag, because it is quite clever and I like it a lot. I really do. And I guess rookie cornerback, I'm laughing at myself because cornerback Mike Sainristil used the Raise Hell hashtag in one of his responses. And you see how hard I'm smiling? I was smiling this hard during his presser when he used it. Take a listen.
All right, obviously you're used to the maize and blue. Now you're wearing the burgundy and gold. What is that emotion like, putting on that Washington jersey, that Washington helmet for the first time? It's almost like a childhood dream come true.
It feels great. There's a history of names that wore these uniforms, and just to be one of many, I'm just ready to carry on the commander pride and raise hell.
I had the opportunity to talk one-on-one with rookies, linebacker Jordan McGee and safety Dominique Hampton. I had a great time talking to both of them. Jordan did make me laugh. And if you have not checked out those interviews yet, guess what? You're in luck. You can watch both of them now. Take a watch. Hey there, this is Candi Waller checking in from the first day of rookie camp out in Ashburn, Virginia, the Washington Commanders. I'm standing here with drafted linebacker Jordan, and let me make sure I'm pronouncing your last name correctly.
McGee.
McGee.
Yeah. Everybody say it wrong.
Yes.
Everybody spell it with either MCGEE. That's how a lot of people spell it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I said, let me get it right.
Yeah.
So you're not that far from your hometown of Towson. So how has the experience been so far for you?
It's been crazy, just getting here. I got here yesterday. I drove up from Philly, from Temple. It was about a 3.5-hour drive. It wasn't too bad, but just being close to home, having the support system come and watch me play and practice. That's everything to me.
So talk a little bit about your draft experience. Who gave you the phone call? Where were you? What was the whole moment like?
So I was home in Dover, Delaware, at my dad's house having a draft party. I was getting a call from Wi-Fi Stadium. I forgot the stadium name for a second, so I answered it, and AP answered. Adam Peters, he answered, and then put me on the phone with Coach Dan Quinn. Coach Kendall was on the phone. It was surreal just to have them, want me as a player and just have me come into the organization and look at me as that type of dog.
So how much did you engage with the team or meet with AP, Dan Quinn, leading up to the draft?
Leading up to the draft, I met with the Redskins my fault.
Listen, the fans are going to love you for that.
Yeah, the Commanders, I met with the Commanders maybe like once at the Combine for informal interviews. That's what I did.
So who have you been kind of seeking advice from as you've been going on this journey? Do you have any mentors already in the league?
Yeah, I have. So I had 2 past teammates who's in the league right now. Sean Bradley plays for the Eagles, and then Chappelle Russell played for the Steelers. They both was at Temple when I was a freshman. So just seeing them, rise up, just having that type of leadership. Before me being able to, represent that well and just, come out here and do my thing.
So how would you describe your game? What can fans expect to see from you?
Running and hitting. That's it. Running and hitting and cerebral. I'm very smart. I like to work on communication and, I'm going to get it done.
So out here earlier, as soon as practice was getting started, it was a lot of yelling and all that going on. So what's that? What was that? Or is that top secret?
No, it's just competition.
Okay,
competition. That's what they preach here. Competition, iron sharpens iron. We want to get after it early. Get the energy hype before practicing. That's what we want to do.
Alrighty, well, Jordan, welcome to the Washington Commanders. It was great talking to you, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Hey there, Bowie TV watchers. This is Candi Waller reporting to you from Ashburn, Virginia, the Washington Commanders Day 1 rookie camp. I'm standing here with safety Dominique Hampton. How are you?
Feeling great, blessed to be here. It's surreal that I'm in this moment now. It's coming from the draft, seeing my name called, to be like on the field now with these players. It's surreal.
So let's go back to the moment of the draft when you got the call. Who did you get your call from, and how was that overall moment?
I got the call from AP and DQ. We talked on the phone, and it was a crazy moment. Just spending time with my family, shed a couple tears. Ain't nobody gonna tell you about that though, but spend time with the family. It was a blessing.
So earlier, and I've already asked one of your teammates about this, we heard a lot of energy kind of as soon as you all were getting started. So can you describe a bit more about the energy right now that you've been feeling since you've been here?
Excitement, just everybody's excited to get back on the field, make a name for himself. We got players out here that's just trying to be known, so it's a lot of energy coming with trying to be one of the better players on the field to get recognized.
So tell us a bit about yourself. What's some fun facts about you that we should know?
Fun facts, I snowboard. I'm a shredder. A lot of people don't know that. I went up to Seattle. I went to school in Washington, so a couple of my friends introduced me to the snowboarding life, and that's what I do now.
So tell us a bit about your time in Washington, playing with Michael Penix Jr. and others that also went in the draft. How was that experience for you, and does that help you today?
It for sure helps me. because the level of talent that we had at practice was almost NFL practice in college. You know, we had 3 receivers get drafted, quarterback, linemen. It's just everywhere you go, it was talent, and same we're here in the NFL. It's just a different level.
So what do you want Washington Commanders fans to know about you?
I want them to know that I'm going to give them everything I got. I want them to know I'm going to give this program everything I got, and I'm going to put on for my family, which essentially is going to put on for the Commanders.
Well, Commanders fans, that is it for my Bowie TV Washington Commanders Rookie Camp Day 1 recap. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed it. Listen, I'm your host, Candi CWall Waller. We're going to be giving recaps all throughout OTAs, mandatory camp. Make sure you all are stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed and following Bowie TV on all platforms. I will be seeing you guys again soon.